When I would squat, I've told this story before, heavyweight. By the 5th or 4th rep, I would start seeing stars circling my head. And I'd say to myself, I got all this weight on my back, 600 pounds, I'm like, what if I lose consciousness with this weight? I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna go down and do one more rep. I'm gonna do one more rep. And then when I realized I couldn't go down and do another rep, I'd rack it and I'd be like, thank you God for not killing me while I'm doing this set. You have to be willing to go into these zones where you feel so uncomfortable and so close to maybe not making it, yet push through that, okay? Because if you don't, it's that one rep that you miss that really is what's gonna help push your body to the next level developmentally and help you build more muscle.
Gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. Come on. Push it. 2 more, Chris. Let's see 2 more. We'll do it, man. Up, push. 1 more, last one. Up, push. Fuck. Fuck it, bitch.
You have to push heavy weights if you want to build muscle. That's the bottom line. Most people are not willing to go into that pain, discomfort, and scary zone, and that's why there's not a lot of crazy, great physiques out there. It's part of the game. If you're not willing to lay your body on the line and risk it all, then you're not going to be great. You won't be great at anything if you're not willing to risk everything for it. You got to be willing to die for your passion if you want to be the best. I hate to say that because it's very extreme, but it's the truth. You have to be a machine. You can't get bored with what you're doing. I think that's what happens with a lot of people. They get bored. Bodybuilding has to be the one constant that you do all the time. It's got to be your therapy. It's got to be your hobby. It's got to be your love. If it's not, you'll never last. You can never miss a workout. You can never not sleep enough at night. I slept 8 to 9 hours a night. I would come home, I would take like a 45-minute to an hour nap, after every training session. Almost never deviated, even holidays. There was no, regular schedule. I didn't care about what was going on in the regular world. I was in my own little bodybuilding world and my own little mindset. And all I knew in my mindset was I wanted to be the biggest guy and the hardest guy out there. And that's what I achieved. And that's what you need to do. You have to be able to block out reality. You have to understand that there's sacrifice involved and that people are not going to be happy about you blocking them out of your existence so that you could achieve your goals. But if you want to be the best at anything you do, you have to be able to be single-minded and you have to be able to create walls around yourself emotionally and physically so that you can get the job done. I saw eating as a job, and if I didn't do my job every single day, then I didn't get the results that I wanted, which was the growth. So for me, eating, even though it might not have been pleasurable, I knew that I wanted to get big more than anything else in the world. So that was worth it for me to have to force feed the food, whether I had to blend it up, whether I had to pour down shakes down my throat. You cannot say, well, I just couldn't eat today, or I wasn't hungry, or I threw up. No one cares when you're up on stage and you didn't gain all that muscle that you were looking to gain because you missed meals or something like that. Never did I ever miss a meal. If I would have dropped my food on the gym floor, I would have licked it off the floor and ate it. When I see people drop stuff and they throw it in the garbage pail, oh, I ruined my meal. I'd be like, you're out of your mind. If I would have thrown it up and I didn't have another meal, I probably would have eaten the vomit off the floor. These guys, that they take a day off 1 day a week and they hardly eat anything all day. They're like, well, I'm not using any calories. I'm like, are you nuts? That's when you're off, your body's doing the most recovery and building muscle. That's when it needs raw materials. You certainly don't take out the food. And if you're gonna go away for like say 2 or 3 days and you're not gonna train, you don't not eat because you're not training. The training doesn't require that much nutrition, it's the recovery. Same thing if you get sick. If you get a sore throat, that doesn't mean you don't take your vitamins. Oh, well, I'm not using them because I'm not going to the gym. No, dummy, you're recovering, you need them. I'm all for sacrificing going out to the movies and buying, cars and fancy items to save that money for bodybuilding. When you're getting ready for a competition and you need to spend more money because things are expensive, don't do the luxury items. I'm all for being a monk, and living that lifestyle of the monk, prior to a show. Because it makes sense financially. You know, if you're going to give your all to bodybuilding, and some people might say, hey, it's not well balanced, you're being a non-human, you know, it's a waste of time. Well, you know what? If you want anything bad enough, you have to put a lot of time and effort into it. You have to be consumed with it. You have to completely immerse yourself in what you're doing. If you're putting your time and your focus into your bodybuilding to be the best person that you can be, whether people think it's right or not, if it's right for you, then that's what you should be doing. I have guys that hire me and they're like, I want to be, you know, on the Olympia stage, but they're not willing to go where they need to go to get on that Olympia stage. And you know what? It sucks. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. You're going to be tired. You're going to be dizzy. You're going to be sore. You're going to feel like you want to die. But if you can't accept and deal with those feelings, you're in the wrong sport.